Why I say I go watch the Bob Marley movie yesterday. I'm go watch it for the culture. I'm go watch it because you don't know we. You know it come down already. Are we? So we have to go support it. I don't care. I'm going to support it just the same, just span that. But why? If you give me review upon the boy movie boring. It boring. Me drop asleep and wake. He move it too boring and flat, man. No look at jazz, no look at nothing. Me feel say some more should have in night about the pitney them. Me feel say something better than the show Cindy and the whole woman business. Something because of controversy in the show. The show just flat. Me no know the show boring. One problem I see the whole I have no way. Uno just can't go find so uno just look something we have a problem with. The actor, even though him is a English, him play a role good, me not have a problem with him. Somehow now say accent, this and that, the man did perfectly well. How much actor you have done at Jamaica we have the image and could have play a role like that? Pint out here and show him. What then the voodoo? Take Paul Campbell from down there and take him for Bob Marley. He could have looked anywhere near like ooh. So somebody time we make some foolish bother with too much, but other than that, boy, the movie boring. That is not it, boy. I go watch Bobby now. The money I go make still, you know, but why? That time no hit.
Okay, boom, viewers, welcome back to the channel. Subscribers, you already know the thing set. We're blessed. Hope you have a wonderful day today, but just a quick update on this Bob Marley One Love biopic movie. As you heard in the beginning, Wally British is not too praised. As you've been hearing from, you know, a lot of Jamaicans that watch the movie. You see me say, Ziggy Marley seemingly responding to the critics, basically saying the ones who not paid no money, I chat all the foolishness. As you can see, he said definitely go sneak into a paying audience. It is the most fun I have had in a long time. And it turns out, suppose, trusted metrics, all of these, blah, blah, blah. You see me, I say, boy, oh boy, say Ziggy in a Jamaican people. You see me, I say, and you can't really be mad at him. I mean, they take out him daddy, but nevertheless, a lot of people was complaining that, not too much Jamaicans was in the movie, but they are definitely on the soundtrack, and Shenseea is one of them. Yes, people. Shenseea remix, or I should say, I guess sing over Bob Marley, No Woman No Cry. I haven't heard it yet, but I seen the soundtrack. And here's the soundtrack track list. As you can see, she there. I take picture with them Marley, them, you see me, sir. This is clean face, Shenseea. New manager, basically let the world know. I let them listen to and, them happy that them was able to be a part of this production. You see me? But like I said, a lot of people was disappointed in other thing. You see me, sir. We heard from Wally in the beginning, and now we're going to hear from Queen Ifrica, who said, Ziggy Tarnish up him daddy name. You see it? And I make Jamaican man look, exactly what they are. Well, at least most of them.
Caught up in that relationship, fruffle there, right? There's a lot of the chaos in the black relationship, but there's not a lot of solution to how we fix that. Henceforth, something like a Rita and Sydney and Cindy would want to tarnish something like a One Love Bob Marley, which was what Bob Marley, the person, was doing, not his surroundings. His surroundings is his wife and the woman that he ended up loving, even though he had the wife. And that is also a part of the black family structure in terms of how men see women and how men have women in their spaces. We don't get enough opportunity to work out our own as black people. So even if you're a celebrity, you're still dealt with in the capacity of just being a black couple. And that's how black people are. They're arrogant and they're always fighting with each other no matter what level they are in their relationships. And it's far from the truth. It is far from the truth, because at the end of the day, it boils down to a common factor which suggests that we are all human beings. We all have feelings. We all have the same bodily functions. We function the same way, whether you're white, whether you're Chinese, whether you're Nubian, We all have the same human bodily functions. We hear from these two, we see from these two, we smell from these two, we speak from these two. We function the very same way. What separates us is our culture, in differences in culture, differences in how we are brought up, difference in how we are socialized. And unfortunately, again, for the black race, the examples that was most important to the black race were all erased and eroded and pushed aside and null and voided. So it is us now who are the survivors of the ones who pushed against the system. We are the survivors of the resistance against all of those negative atrocities against us, especially as a people. We are the ones now who will have to stand up the strongest to say to our peers who are in relationships, especially here in Jamaica where we see how chaotic our relationship and our domestic affairs are turning out to be. We now have to be the ones to stand up and to say it doesn't have to be that way. Valentine's Day, we know the origins of it and who created it. But yes, it is now used for a moment of love, especially in sexual, emotional, intimate relationships. But unfortunately, here in Jamaica, we only get in advertisement as to where to go to buy flowers and where to go to buy gifts. But are we getting enough on where to go to fix the ills that are happening in our relationships that are causing the black family to look not only from a community level, but from a family-based home level, so distorted and so bitter, and a mother can kill a son can kill a mother, a father can kill a mother, a husband can shoot her wife in her vagina. And we have a society that functions around that normal, because it is not happening in their tribe or in their surroundings or in the areas that affect them. And everybody is moving on same way. I don't hear the Prime Minister of the country mention nothing at all so far upon him campaign trail in terms of what he's seriously going to do towards helping to fix and not just necessarily regulate what's happening in our households. I don't hear nobody from the opposition who want to come in. Should have the loudest voice, because they have two of the most unusual crimes that we have ever seen called around any public figure. For the longest while is the first me I hear of two public figure where we know. So you know you have public figure and then you have public figure. So a man like Silvera and a man like Paul would have been public figure them. They don't get no more public figure than them. And look at the crime that is called around their names. But everybody is busy on the campaign trail looking for votes, either to keep promises going or to make new promises coming in. While this that I am sitting here talking about, domestic violence and community violence by extension, reign supreme. Why shouldn't those things be the forefront of what the campaigning should be about? Why aren't we seeing Babsy Grange, the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, marching out alongside with whoever on the other side in terms of the opposition who is responsible for those different portfolios, knocking head to head to say, make we see you now fight, and I say, all right then, you not do enough for female rights or women gender rights or family rights. This is where me I go. Why we not see the campaigns them led along that line? But you see how passionate, how eloquent, how well organized they are to roll out, to come to get your sympathy, your vote, your consent, your go ahead, Let me hear what this one here say. You guys are sitting down and allowing these groups of people to still determine how your day-to-day life functions, the things that really affect you in a real life, the things that you really need help with, the things that you need somebody to really look upon you and say to you, say, Denise, this is what you need to do to fix that. It pains my heart to not get up and turn my phone on every day because I decided to quit it a little bit. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be a martyr because it coming across like, oh, Queen Ifrica try to save everybody, or Queen Ifrica go on like she a God and like she know everything. But no one has ever listened to me as an artist, as a public figure. They ostracize me. See? They push me aside. They kick me down. Them thump me down. Them do me everything. None of them no support Queen Ifrica. And I'm talking about those who are linked to the powers that be, the change makers, those who have the influence on you, the masses who brag every day that you don't want to hear us. You want to hear them. I am still calling on Richard Curry. I am still calling on Kabu Mahad Keru. I am still calling on Mota Baruka. I am still calling on the lawyer, Mr. Bert Samuels. I'm calling on all of those who stood in the front line of the resistance of our ancestors. This is the moment when we are needed the most to stand in a kind of unity that will suggest to the masses that our ancestors' blood were not shed in vain. But instead, everybody have chosen to either go silent or use the things that were said for their benefit, but not for the benefit of this rock of people. Not just the land, not just the place, not just the opportunities that being born Jamaican afford you, but the willingness to open your mouth and to say to the powers that be, enough is enough where Jamaican people and suffering is concerned. But you all know for a fact that it is only one sector of this little island.
Yeah, put in the comment section what you think about that. People, don't forget to go on my Mix-Up and Things channel, as you see written in front of you. Well, Amari shares her experience, you know, at Tough Gang Studio, and basically Bob Marley kidnapped her. You see me, I say, according to Amari, you see me, I say, Miss Kitty X at this Paula Lewinsky, because him say, you know, gal for S-Hood. You see me? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I drop the latest on the dancehall news, music, reviews, and gossips. Bless.